or in their comfort level, but we think it's a huge opportunity for growth for the co-op as, you know, directors change or directors retire. You know, I keep saying to Debbie, I feel like all my friends want to retire or get out of school food service. So I think there is, you know, a huge opportunity, but that's a challenge as being, you know, the other distributor. And then I think, of course, you know, working with all of the food service directors, as you all know, you know, every program is different. Every, you know, Terry loves this chicken nugget, but Glenn, that just does not work for your program. And so as that distributor, you know, working closely with our customers to have the right product mix, the right inventory levels. You know, you could have, you know, we work with customers in Metro Detroit that serve 8,000 meals a day. They run something twice, they drop it the rest of the year. So that, you know, that distributor crystal ball of managing our inventory, of course, is you know, what we do, and it's hopefully what we're always striving to, you know, to improve upon as well. Opportunities in K-12, as I said, you know, I think there's huge opportunities for growth for Spark. As we also talk about changes, we know that you're probably getting calls every day from parents, you know, are you using blue dyes? Are you, you know, I don't want my child getting high fructose corn syrup products and all that. And we, you know, we feel from an industry standpoint that we're seeing more of those products ready for K-12 and at a K-12 competitive price. You know, and as my Kroger's expands their gluten-free section, that all trickles down to the food service chain as the retail demand increases. So I think as you all look to source those items, to have the distributor that's going to have them in stock and be ready as students' tastes evolve and their demands and what they expect when they walk into a big high school cafeteria, I just think those things are becoming more readily available. I mean, is organic always going to be expensive? Yes. You know, there's probably not going to be quite the demand to help with that pricing, but just in terms of cleaner label, all natural, antibiotic free, I think those things are really going to start to trickle down into our supply chain in K-12. So from your questions, you're asking about account executives assigned to Spark and how many are currently servicing K-12 customers. So as we're hopefully demonstrating to you today, we do have a K-12 dedicated team. Amanda Snyder would be assigned to Spark. She does live in southeastern Michigan, so would have a focus on being assigned to those Spark members within southeastern Michigan. You're a statewide co-op, we're a statewide company. I mean, if you really want to grow to 10 states, we can talk about that later in a few years. But all of our school business is currently in Michigan and into Indiana. But as you know, wherever you have a member, if you have a member out in the Battle Creek area, that person will be assigned to a Van Eerden account executive who lives and works in that area every day. They'll be trained on K-12, and then they will also have external support from our K-12 team. So, you know, it's a lot to get schools up and running in August with order guides and products and new products, or hey, this pizza, my counts went down last year, I want to increase that. So the account exec would have support, you know, from Kathy or from Jackie to go in and do a pizza cutting or a sampling, or you know, really work with the students or whatever direction the food service director wanted to go. But every Spark member will be assigned to a Van Eerden account executive.
In their geographic area. So we have over 60, you know, reps across Michigan, and so to be able to really serve your K-12 members, then we would have someone assigned in that area. But Amanda would oversee most of the program underneath Kristen and the rest of our K-12 team. But we would have dedicated people in your geographic area to be able to take care of those little day-to-day issues that come up. And we do train all of our reps on how to serve K-12. They also all come, or the majority of them that have K-12 come to our annual K-12 food show, other things that we do to make sure that they understand regulations, products, and all those things.
Any questions on that or clarification? Okay.
But so it's very possible that at the moment, well, it's very possible that say July 1, I could get a representative who up to that point has never worked K-12.
Yes,
Correct.
and in that situation, we would have Kathy Clark or myself working side by side with that salesperson and you. So some people might have two people helping you with the onboarding
It
process.
could, depending on where you are, it could be someone that doesn't currently have K-12, but at least half of our reps have K-12 currently that they're calling on in their area and being able to service, but we would make sure that that person was fully onboarded and to be able to handle and answer your questions. And although you still have a team right here that if they don't know, they can quickly call or text.
So if they're currently working K-12, do they have any minimum requirements? I mean, that they must, must attend this training at least once a year to stay current on things?
Yes, we
What's
do,
their-
so we have 8 meetings a year and we always do a school-specific training meeting for our sales representatives.
And it's actually a nice benefit because they can provide trends that are going on in quick service restaurants and stuff like that that might be applicable to your piece of the business, but using a K-12 specific product. So there's a nice blend that can be carried over from their regular day-to-day piece.
Thank you. So Jackie's gonna go on our website, because your next question was, how do you provide nutritional information in CN label and product spec sheets for school food authorities? This is our current homepage on our website. We have one website for your online ordering, to access your nutritional information, and to get your current PAL report and brown box inventory. So Jackie's logging in, and what we do each summer is we request from all of the manufacturer community the most current manufacturer product specification sheet. And whatever the manufacturer provides to us, obviously they've had that approved through USDA and their channels, that is what gets loaded on our website. It doesn't get changed into a Van Eerden pre-formatted thing. We're gonna load what the manufacturer has had approved. So if we click on create new order, and we're going to default to what we call a master order guide. So all of these Spark approved items and your pricing would be on a master school order guide. And it's twirling.
So I clicked on the magnifying glass on the far right side.
So whenever you see the magnifying glass, that is where the product specification sheet is loaded. And she's clicked on there.
If there is a manufacturer change, as we all know, manufacturers make changes mid-year, that information is also uploaded. So online, it's always the most current live data.
Also, what we would provide if Spark was interested is each summer, if we were doing a back to school meeting and food show, we would load all of the commodity spec sheets on a jump drive. Years ago, we used to do the back to school binder with the 3-ring binder, and the minute this got back in your office and on your shelf, it was outdated right there. So we now do a jump drive so that you leave our back to school meeting with the most current information, but of course throughout the school year, accessing the website is always going to be where you find the most current data. If there is a product change and you use that product, as Jackie said, we're going to load the new sheet, but you would also receive an email, dear Glenn, this, Van Eerden item code blah, 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 manufacturers supplied us with the new product specification sheet, please see attached, it's also loaded on the website. Because, as we're entering into reviews and all of those, we know you need to have the most current information at your fingertips. So we might have picked a big one to open. I didn't see which one you clicked on, but we'll bring that up. But we use the one website, and as our members, as schools we work with have had to prepare for their audits, they've found this very helpful because it was approved by the auditors. Kathy, I don't know if you could share anything, and when you went through your review.
Yeah, it made it very simple. I didn't have to really go beyond, the product information here, because they were all compliant.
questions
Of
on
course, it works
nutrition?
much faster in your office.
Any questions on access nutritional data or?
Product spec sheets, specific to typically non-school food items, restaurant food items.
Mm-hmm.
We work with, do you work with that now currently?
Yeah, we're always committed to loading the commodity spec sheets and then whatever commercially on your bid, that's what we're gonna commit to loading, in the summer. But then throughout the year, if you start using a new pasta or something for a special recipe you've created, we would definitely supply that and then it would be loaded. But
So,
for,
for example, on the screen up above, you'll see a mix of some school products, and then below you see powdered sugar, you see granulated beet white sugar, and the magnifying glasses there. So, it's always a working project, but the most important items we find together first are your commodity items, and any CN labeled or school item that you are normally purchasing.
Now, we are currently working on an upgrade on our website, and all items will have pictures and
Thank you.
nutritional information, and not just our K-12. We are working with nationally through GS1 and making sure that we have the nutritional information and pictures on every product that we carry, as well as box dimensions and all those things.
So for example, the product specification sheet has come up from, this is Rich's Food Service, a buffalo cheese cruncher. Each spec sheet is gonna be different because the manufacturers provide different forms of sheets, but the